Okay, here we are. This is Saturday, September the 2nd, 2023, and we're here in Bangkok, Thailand at one of the major auto shows. And here we have an offering from China. This is the CP FOTON, and the FOTON with an F. This is a Chinese, and I would say this would probably be light to medium duty truck. It has a section type, ladder type frame, and leaf spring suspension there on the back, coil on the front. It's only two-wheel drive, and there we see the large battery pack, and there we see the inverter. One thing about this setup here is that inverter allows the battery to be charged either on a level 1, level 2, which would be AC charging, or DC fast charging. So it can accept either. It has a range of about 240 miles. And we noticed that underneath the cab, what you're actually seeing there is that's a air conditioner compressor. So what happens is we have the cooling system and the air conditioner compressor, and there we see the condenser, electric fan, there we see our receiver dryer and our high pressure switch, which is probably used to control or cycle that fan. Now obviously what we see here at the trade show, there is an assortment of bed and boxes that are available for this truck. So obviously when you buy the truck, you'll specify what you want installed there on the frame. And as we look at the frame, there in the olden days, the traditional truck frame, but as you can see, this is actually a high gauge metal folded together in box sections. So and here we have the tubular sections going across. So it looks like it would be a nice, strong, rigid package. One thing that's interesting as we look, it actually has drum brakes there in the back. And there we see the electric motor is driving the differential assembly and mounted there directly to it. And of course here we see the cooling lines there for the electric motor and the inverter. And as we go forward, there's a radiator there in front with an electric fan. It looks like a real nice package. It comes in at about $35,000. And take a look at the driver's seat. This is configured for the Thai market, so obviously the steering wheel is over on the right-hand side. Door opens good and wide. And here we see our accelerator, potentiometer, and then of course I see my brake pedal. And someone that would be operating this vehicle, this would be very similar to a conventional gasoline or diesel vehicle, so there wouldn't be anything that they'd really have to learn special about this vehicle, just that the range is about 240 miles. So I got to make sure that I'm back at a charging station well before I discharge my battery pack. But of course the instruments are going to show you where you are in your state of charge. Good air conditioning system, very important for the Thai market to keep the operator comfortable. And of course I could, not necessary in Thailand, but obviously in another country where I was exporting this vehicle to and it required a heater core, I do have plenty of waste heat coming from the electric motor and the inverter.